So, dear viewers, we have with us Imperience Hotels and Resorts co-founder and CEO, Mr. Kumar, who has more than 3 decades of experience in hotels and tourism industry. Sir, give us a perspective on the current status quo of Indian travel and tourism industry, and especially South Indian tourism and travel industry, how it is shaping.
Actually, we have undergone a very bad patch during the COVID.
Yeah.
And the industry is in a very, very robust revival path.
Okay.
Especially due to the surge of domestic travel.
Okay, very good.
And COVID has taught us many lessons.
Okay.
So earlier we were focusing only on international inbound and domestic inbound. But because of the COVID, even the state borders were closed.
Okay.
So there was a new segment emerged, especially for Kerala resorts. That was the local tourist.
Okay.
Keralites experiencing and exploring the resorts in Kerala.
Okay.
Earlier it was not happening. Keralites were always going out of Kerala, out of their state or out of their country for holidays.
Okay.
But COVID has given them a kind of a revelation that there are world-class products available in their own state.
Oh, okay.
So that was a discovery for them.
So, dear viewers, the point is that this company is managing 6 units, and out of that, 1 only outside Kerala, rest all of them in Kerala. Sir, briefly tell us about your hotel units, resort units, one by one.
Yeah, Imperience actually do the sales and marketing for 6 properties.
Okay.
As you rightly said, 5 are in Kerala. We have 2 resorts in Munnar. One is Chandi's Windy Woods.
Okay.
That's a 5-star classified resort.
How many rooms there, sir?
We have 48 rooms.
48 rooms.
And Chandi's Windy Woods is a very, very special product because it is being ranked number 11 among the top 25 resorts in the world.
Fantastic. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
For achieving
by the TripAdvisor.
Okay, very
that
good.
is the real travelers rating.
Okay, very good.
It is a very, very genuine recognition for any hotel to get.
Oh, okay.
And we are number 7 in Asia and number 1 in India.
Okay.
And we are the only hotel from India to list in the world top 25 resort category.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Okay, right.
And we also have a boutique product in Munnar. It is called Chandi's Drizzle Drops. That is in Munnar top station.
Okay.
So you have to travel another 1.5 hours further up in the hills.
Okay.
But when you go there, it's a totally different world because Munnar, most of the resorts you have a tea garden view, but here you get a mountain view. It is like a Himalayan resort. You will get such a feeling. And you can do a lot of activities there because top station was one of the, during the colonial period, it was a transshipment terminal of tea. Because there was a Kundalavali rail system. That was the first monorail in Asia, established by British in 1903. Then between Munnar and top station. Because that time the Britishers used to export tea through Thoothukudi port. There was no connectivity with Kochi that time because of the Periyar river. There was no bridge. The Neriyamangalam bridge came much later. So they were doing the export through this Thoothukudi. For that, the logistics was very, very tough. So they constructed initially a monorail. Then they made a narrow rail in 1908. And that system was called the Kundalavali rail system. So from a top station, then they were transporting this tea through a ropeway route towards Bodinaikanur. Okay. From Bodinaikanur, then by bullock cart to another railhead, then to Thoothukudi. So such a difficult logistics they were managing. But unfortunately now you won't be able to see that rail system. It was washed away in 1924 great floods. So the complete system was washed away.
Okay.
But then afterwards, this Neriamangalam bridge came and the connectivity with Cochin established. So naturally, this top station was forgotten by everyone. It is now covered with forest. But this roadway route is a trekker's paradise. So 12-kilometer trekking you can do from top station to Korangni.
Very good. Very good.
You can also do a trekking to Kolukumalai,
Okay.
another beautiful spot. And near to our resort, there is a national park called Pambadum Sholai National Park.
Okay.
So very picturesque area, and there on road ends is called Escape Road. This was constructed by British during the Second World War to escape from Kodaikanal to Munnar. Kodaikanal to Munnar, this road is only 43 kilometers. Now if you want to travel from Kodaikanal to Munnar is more than 150 kilometers. So this was a shortcut, but this road was never used. Now it is covered by forest, but it's again around 21 kilometers. You can do trekking and bird watching. So a lot of international tourists are coming to explore these two routes.
Okay. This is your second unit.
Second unit.
Then
And
the third one.
Third one is Vaithiri Resort. That is the first resort in Vaithiri.
Okay.
We have 36 rooms in different categories.
Okay.
And it is a rainforest experience. So located inside 150 acres of plantation and with a natural forest cover. We have streams and lagoons inside the resort. It's a real rainforest experience. That is in Wayanad. Then we also have a farm stay experience that's called Wildweed. That is in Muttanga, bordering with the Muttanga Wildlife Sanctuary.
Oh, very good.
So that's another very
How many
very.
rooms you have there?
We currently have 4 rooms. So we are adding 8 more rooms.
Oh, very good.
So total 12 rooms it will be.
Oh, very good.
Then
And the last, the sixth one?
Sixth one is in Kabini. That's called Kav Safari Lodge. It's a wildlife safari lodge. We have 7 rooms, including a pool villa. Then we also have 2 luxury tents, 4 rooms, 2 luxury tents, and a pool villa. So it's a very very high-end accommodation,
Very good.
bordering with the Nagarhole National Park.
Okay.
So
Very good.
these are our current portfolio.
Absolutely. Very good, sir.
Yeah.
So the point is that, sir, how you are looking at the government's rules and regulations to amplify the travel and tour destinations in India? How government, both the central and the state government, are helping and facilitating you like entrepreneurs and business people to stay ahead of the curve and come up in the global arena?
Okay. Of course, Kerala tourism has gone way ahead with its branding and marketing as goods and country. So there was a very good direction which Kerala tourism was moving ahead. But recently there is some kind of a change in focus. But again, I think they will come back to the original focus, because Kerala has been branded with God's own country to attract quality tourism.
Absolutely.
Not the quantity tourism, not the mass tourism. Because mass tourism will damage the destination.
Correct.
So lot of social evils also will happen
Absolutely.
with the mass tourism.
Correct.
We have such experiences in the Mediterranean region, then in Goa, then in our own Kovalam. So we have learned from all these things. That's why we always wanted to have a quality tourism. So quality tourism with the involvement of the local population. Because Kerala is again a champion of responsible tourism. The perfect harmony with the host as well as the guest, respecting each other's space. So that is responsible tourism. Involving local community to contribute to the development of tourism, as well as the hotels which are coming there. They use the local knowledge, they use the local products, they showcase the local artisans, local artists. So they will also earn with tourism. So the local people, there should not be any friction between development of tourism and their livelihood.
Very
So,
good, very
so
good,
that,
very
that, is, that is the Kerala perspective. When you come to India, definitely in the recent past, the international focus, I could say there is a kind of a dilution because there is a focus more on the domestic, that too into pilgrim and those kind of circuits. Lot of international tourist offices we had has been closed down. Now the embassies are handling. There is no specialized tourism professionals there in major key source markets to promote India.
Okay.
Yeah, so embassies, of course, they are a diplomatic mission. Their agendas are totally different. But tourism promotion is a different cup of tea. So, the government of India, I hope they will realize. Of course, pilgrim, there is a tremendous opportunities there for pilgrim in India. In all religious perspective. But the internationally showcasing India is a totally different ball game. So maybe during the past few years that focus.
So sir, with regarding nowadays the travelers are looking at experience for their family, or the point is that a group of business team, they want to explore things. So such kind of a community, you have already used that you have such kind of facilities. Can you slightly elaborate on this experiential aspect of travelers' urge to have that kind of thing?
Yeah. The modern day travelers, especially the new generation, they are all experience seekers. So they wanted to have unique experiences during each travel.
Yeah.
So, in fact, as the hospitality providers, we are now forced to curate different experiences very unique to each destination. For example, even the luxury has been redefined these days. So earlier the luxury was the biggest lobby and the most expensive marble and the biggest chandelier on the roof and the thickest carpet and the most expensive linen and other things. Now those are no longer luxury. Maybe watching a beautiful sunset between the mountains, that is luxury.
Okay.
And sitting on the balcony and sipping a tea or a drink and reading a book and watching that beautiful sight, that is luxury. So now the hospitality providers are to cater to the new demand of the modern day travelers. Everything is revolving around experiences, that too local experiences. You may think those are very insignificant, but people coming from metropolitan cities, for them these are all very unique things.
Absolutely correct.
And discovering the local stories, curating those stories, and it is actually the tourism is more like now is a storytelling, the real stories. So unless otherwise you don't have a story, so there is no experience at the destination.
So sir, the point is that nowadays the purchasing power of domestic travelers have increased a lot. To tap that market, what are the strategies your company has adopted? How you are reaching out to them?
Yeah.
Can you slightly elaborate on the strategy?
Yeah.
On that?
Domestic tourism, even earlier also we were not very seriously thinking.
Correct.
But as I told you, after COVID, we were surviving only because of domestic and local tourism. So definitely the international tourism, for channelizing, we have a fixed channel route through the foreign tour operators and other things. But domestic tourism is a very vast area, and currently the most effective medium to focus the domestic tourism is the digital media.
Oh, very good.
Especially social media. The social media, you can reach even the unknown travelers. Those have the potential and propensity to travel.
Okay.
Then of course the online travel medias like the OTAs. So they are also very aggressively targeting the domestic market. So through the social media, we are trying to get direct domestic tourists. Through OTAs, we are channelizing them to get to our resorts. Now, even the independent resorts, they are not part of any big chains, are able to get new clients because of the advent of all these new digital platforms.
Very.
Yeah.
Sir, with regarding this sustainable tourism,
Yeah.
what do you want to put before the stakeholders,
Yeah.
especially these travelers?
Yeah.
How you are educating them, and how do you look at the government policies in this regard?
So most of the governments are now seriously thinking about the sustainable tourism policies, especially in line with the responsible tourism. As I told you, the Kerala is one of the pioneers in that kind of development.
Yeah, right.
But still, many things are not implemented at the ground.
Okay.
For example, carrying capacity of a destination. So recently, you must have read the restrictions on vehicle movement to Kodaikanal and Ooty. Because overpopulation of the day visitors, the same issue we are facing in Munnar also. Overpopulation of vehicles and visitors, they are just coming for a day visit. So they are even carrying their own food from their originating place. Those visitors are only creating traffic pollution, congestion, overcrowding at attractions. They are not even contributing a penny to that destination. So that kind of tourism we have to restrict. Of course, local people has to go and visit places. It is our social commitment. We cannot say that we can invite only expensive people and those can spend on resort.
Correct.
But there should be a mechanism, kind of a e-pass or something. Maybe assessing the carrying capacity of each location, they should allow only that many number of people to that destination. Otherwise, in Munnar, if you go to on vacation time or in weekends, there is no place to move around. So that will spoil the whole experience of your travel.
Okay.
So that is one area definitely the government should seriously think about, because we have already flagged this into the authorities. Definitely, we hope they will do something on that line. At least in Tamil Nadu, they have introduced this thing during the vacation period in Ooty and Kodaikanal. So at least some kind of a barrier to movement of vehicles and other things based on the carrying capacity. Then the second thing is, even though it is not mandatory, the resorts and other stakeholders, they should try to promote local products from the local farmers and the local artisans. Definitely that will be a kind of a responsibility, the social responsibility of each organization. So many are doing a voluntary basis, but a majority are not doing. So now there should be a government initiative to promote such things in the destinations. Yeah.
Sir, recently in Kochi, there is Muziris Binale something.
Yeah.
Like that earlier, Malabar Mahotsav was also.
Yeah.
Do you find this kind of what you call niche events should happen in Munnar or in Wayanad or some other destination also, which you should attract a lot more people? What is your take on that, sir?
Yeah, there are two ways to look into it.
Okay.
One is bringing the tourists to the real festivals which are happening there. For example, in Kerala, there are hundreds of big festivals.
Okay.
So we should promote those festivals like Thrissur Puram rather than creating artificial festivals.
Okay.
So they should go into the real environment of that festival and they should experience it.
Okay.
That is one way. That is a better way. And sometimes we may force to create new events. For example, Binale is a very good example.
Absolutely.
So Binale attracted a lot of tourists all over the world, lot of enthusiasm all over the world, and a lot of tourists came and visited Binale, because Binale starts from 12th of December and it ends on 12th of March. It is the window is almost a three months window.
Fantastic.
So people can plan and come and visit. So that is the beauty of such event. But this temple festival, there is a challenge is because most of the temple festivals are based on the lunar calendar. So we won't be able to say that the temple Aratapuzha Puram in 2028 will be on such date because it is not on a Gregorian calendar basis. So that is a challenge we face. So exact dates we will get only on calculating this lunar calendar dates. So still Kerala Tourism used to publish 5-year festival calendar. So that was a big guidance to the real festival lovers to come and experience that festivals. For example, Theyyams of Malabar.
Right.
Theyyam, creating in an international stadium is not good. They have to go to the real carve and experience. For that, the information should reach the travelers in advance, then they can plan in advance and visit. So that facility actually we have to support.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sir, going forward, Imperience hotels and resorts, what is your game plan to expand your footprint in other states or other countries? What is your vision on that?
Because we see there is a lot of opportunity. Because the investors who are coming into tourism, they are mostly from non-hospitality background, mostly from real estate, financial services background, or the retail background. So we are professionals, so can definitely help them in shaping their product, curating experiences, and getting business for them. Because they make the best product, because they must have experienced the best hotels all over the world as individuals. So they will come and invest in their own maybe destinations and make the world-class products. But getting business for that product, they don't have the domain experience where we can pitch in. So there is a gap in the industry. So we work to bridge that gap. So
here I want to ask you about skilling initiatives which should be implemented. How you find the trained people to be accommodated in your facility?
There is a huge shortage of manpower in hospitality industry, especially getting skilled manpower. The reason is hospitality industry jobs compared to other jobs like IT, retail and other things, not very attractive so far. Let me be very frank, because long working hours. So long working hours and working on holidays. Because holidays, when others enjoy their vacation, we have to work.
Correct.
So even our industry, even now only some of the international chains are giving maybe Saturday as a off. Earlier there was only a 4 off in a month. Now some hotels are giving 6 off, some hotels are giving 8 off. So the new generation, our generation were workaholic. Now the new generation is lifeholic. So they want to have a perfect balance between the life and personal life and work. So if you provide that space only, the talent will come to this industry.
So that's a great statement. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So how do you look at this, the Redefines Bharat Utsav, how it gave you an overview of the southern market, and what is your comment to FKCCI and Karnataka government who are the organizers of this very event?
Dakshin Bharat Utsav is a great initiative. I have to congratulate the Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry for taking this initiative. Because earlier also I have seen a lot of initiatives. For example, there used to be a Southern State Tourism Ministers Conference. Every conference they will do announcement that we Southern State jointly promote each other. Because definitely each state should have an identity.
Correct.
But there is a lot of advantage when you combine and doing joint promotion with other states.
Yeah, absolutely.
For example, when you take the Malabar, so Malabar can be promoted very well with Wayanad and Coorg
Correct.
and the Udupi region.
Oh, absolutely. correct, sir.
So if you say we promote only Kannur district, that will not help. But Kannur now has an airport. So that is the closest airport to Coorg. So, but it is in two different states. So this is a synergy we have to work. So itineraries and circuit has to be developed in multiple states, and there should be a platform to promote it.
Fantastic.
Currently at the government level it is not happening. Maybe tour operators are doing. But this initiative should give a foundation to promote such things.
Okay. So Mr. Dileep Kumar gave us a overwhelming perspective on the current expedition to tourism to sustainable tourism, then about what you call the glutton, experienced, trained people in the industry, and he said a solid statement on workaholic and lifeaholic cultures of stakeholders inside this industry, and then borderless circuit development and other important points that he pinpointed. Thank you, sir, for talking to NFAPostTV and sharing you these new thoughts. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Wonderful interacting with you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.